Before we dive headfirst into the criminally underappreciated world of Mindhunter, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, drop a comment, and if you really want to help the channel crack the algorithm like Holden cracks killers, consider becoming a channel member. It really helps us keep the lights on in our own metaphorical basement office. Now, back to the case file at hand. Let's face it, Mindhunter wasn't your typical crime drama. There were no explosions, no car chases, and no overly attractive detective solving 3 murders in under an hour with nothing but a hunch and a latte. No, Mindhunter played the long game, creeping under your skin, whispering sweet psychological horror into your ears and leaving you googling what is a sociopath at 2 AM. It was brilliant, bold, and just the right amount of bleak. So naturally, Netflix cancelled it. Based on the memoirs of John Douglas and Mark Olshaker, 2 real-life FBI legends who basically invented criminal profiling, Mindhunter made us feel like we were sitting in the room with the monsters. Season 1 gave us the unforgettable Ed Kemper, Cameron Britton, who somehow made polite conversation terrifying, and Season 2 expanded both the cast and the emotional stakes. It was methodical, unnerving, and way too smart for its own good, which might explain why it didn't quite get the mainstream love it deserved. You can only compete with so many sparkly, fast-paced murder shows before the slow burn gets snuffed out. Now, Season 3, that was going to be the jackpot. Not only were we supposed to leave the musty FBI basement office, but we were also going to Hollywood, baby. That's right, according to director Andrew Dominique, Holden and Bill were set to mix profiling with the glitz and glam of Tinseltown. Think Zodiac meets La La Land, but with fewer jazz hands and more dead-eyed killers. Dominique even teased that one of our agents would be rubbing elbows with Jonathan Demme and the other with Michael Mann, suggesting the series was going meta, showing how profiling infiltrated pop culture. Imagine it. Holden Ford, fresh off interviewing murderers, now trying to navigate red carpets, studio execs, and maybe even an on-screen consultation for a movie version of his own work. Meanwhile, Bill Tench is just trying to keep it together while someone asks him if he can get Ed Kemper to do a cameo. That culture clash alone would have made Season 3 incredible. We were so close to seeing Holden go from brooding profiler to accidentally becoming a cult Hollywood icon. The man's already got the cheekbones for it. But then came the buzzkill. Executive producer David Fincher revealed that Mindhunter was bleeding money like a slasher film victim. Period costumes, subtle CGI on location shoots, it all added up, and apparently the phrase art over budget didn't sit well with the number crunchers. So Netflix pulled the plug, leaving fans with a murder wall of questions, a pile of unclosed cases, and a gaping profiling-shaped hole in their lives. Holt McCallany, our beloved Bill Tench, summed it up best when he said most current crime dramas are pretty forgettable, and honestly, he's not wrong. Mindhunter had the depth of a HBO miniseries, the grit of true crime, and the kind of psychological nuance that made you question if your neighbor's basement was soundproofed for the right reasons. It was prestige TV with a pulse, and now it's been locked away like one of its own suspects. But here's the twist ending no one saw coming. There might still be hope. While Season 3 is as cold as the BTK case once was, there's talk, well, at least hopeful whispers in dark Reddit threads that Mindhunter could return as a movie, just like Breaking Bad got El Camino or Prison Break came back from, well, prison. A film could give us closure, an epic Hollywood arc, and maybe even a final interview montage that ties it all together with a bow. Or a blood-splattered tape recorder. Until then, Mindhunter remains the greatest unsolved mystery in TV history, not because of the cases, but because we'll never stop asking what Season 3 could have been. Netflix, if you're listening, we've profiled your behavior, and honestly, it's giving TV villain energy. Thanks for watching. If you're still with us, go ahead and subscribe, before the video ends up like Season 3. Brilliant, but tragically unfinished.